Wow. There we go. I had to adjust audio. Heyo, wake up sheepies. I'm starting to get used to streaming again. Give me a second. There's like plastic in my pocket that's poking at me. Ouch. Yeah, how you guys doing? Give me a second. There we go. Wonder if I'll ever get to it. I'll get to it eventually. The thing is, I said I was gonna play Library Arena this year, but this year has been really crazy. So I'm just gonna be drawing all this weekend just so I could catch up with comms. That way I have a much more comfortable buffer. Because right now I have a buffer, which is good, which is only like 3 days of buffer. But that would be more preferable if it was like 1 or 2 weeks of buffer. So let me go arrange this. What are my colors today? Pink and brown. I'm glad you're having fun with that. I still gotta fix the overlay, but I haven't gone around to it. Which reminds me too, speaking of overlay, I was gonna go on VGen today too and work on a new service. Give me a second, let me pull up VGen. You guys won't be able to see it because you'll see like, ooh, confidential information, Alan. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So give me a second. So basically I've been asked a lot for I also have candy in my mouth. Also I gotta do this thing for Sanix. Let's see. Okay, I had to mention something to you, Sanix, later. So before I send that off, I'll say something to you later about it. Honestly, if you could even beat it in a year, I beat a lobotomy. Blah, blah, blah. Give me a second. Let me just eat this candy. You love pink? Candy crunchy? The thing is, like, I have a hard time like eating and talking at the same time with my candy in my mouth. Hey Chu, how you doing? Give me a second. Let me just adjust things really quick. There you go. All right. So yeah, I could probably beat Library Arena in a year if I had to guess. It depends on how difficult it is, but is it harder than Lobotomy Corporation? Because Lobotomy Corporation took me a year with some breaks. Doing good? That's good to hear. So I'm gonna work on commissions, but I'm gonna try to open a service because I had a lot of people asking me for like reusable service or thumbnails.
I have 2 weeks off now. Chudiwa.
Oh, is it spring break? I mean, like, I think spring break is coming now? I don't know. I know like spring break for the schools in my area is like the end of March to April. Something like a week. It's a totally different game. It's a totally different game, but doesn't that make it easier? Because Lobotomy Corporation was certainly a game.
You know, I just had vacation.
Unless it's really hard. You have more vacations? Heck yeah. That's like super vacation then. Combine it all to make one big vacation. But yeah, I'm gonna work on VGen because a lot of people have been asking me for like a thumbnail bus where reusable thumbnails are bus, that way they could use it for thumbnails. So I'm just gonna make some samples really quick. Let's see. I thought I had some samples, but I don't. Let me see. I need some...
I need to spread it out so I don't burn out XD.
I get that. I think one of those things is like when you're working, especially a normal job, you totally have to plan out your vacation. I didn't do that when I was working in the education field, and I ended the year with no with all my paid time off just going away. They were like, your paid time off doesn't carry over. Oh, well, there goes all my paid time off because I never used it. Because the thing is, even when you work in the education field, the paid time off is not like, oh, I just want to leave, right? You have to prepare for paid time off, right? Yeah, because like when you work in education,
no way, QWQ.
Yeah, you had to like make a lesson plan. You had to prepare all the work. So you're basically prepping for the next day of work. You just don't do that day of work. So you have to stay after school in order to prep for that work, and you don't get paid for overtime or after school stuff. You have to prepare on your own time. There's no like, oh, here, okay, we have a plan ready for you. So I had to like, oh yeah, and the thing is too, every time you take a day off as a person that works in education, the kids get really behind and it gets really bad. Like, I got sick for COVID.
This vacation, it's my last days off from my last year's as well because I needed to use it before March.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
I did forget we were Friday.
Yeah, I forgot it was Friday too. I thought it was Sunday actually. But yeah, basically in education, taking the days off is just bad for you because then like when you get to the testing, they start judging you because of your test. They're like, oh, why is your test score so low? You know, like I don't know. Oh, wrong one. I meant to open this on VGen for samples. And it's like, oh, because you were taking time off? They are so judgmental in education. Oh, I hate it. Sorry. Hey, sorry. You mean sorty? Alright, we'll use these as what's it called? I'm trying to build up some samples really quick. But yeah, it's something. Like, I had like, I think, only 3 days paid off. I forgot how many I had paid off, but I think it was partly because I got sick with COVID, and the paid time off was like from the COVID, and yeah, they basically used my paid time off for COVID time. So
gotta get ready for work.
Okay,
now.
Take care. Have fun at work. Autocorrect? No, I get that. Autocorrect is funny. Let's see. I'm just looking for some things I could use as a universal thumbnail. Let's see. I could use this. Oh wait, no, not that. Yeah, have fun with work, Sanix. Okay, I'm just gonna be recycling some stuff. Let's see. Oh, these are perfect. These are perfect. Okay. Because like I'm making a new service on VGen for reusable thumbnail bus. So I'm just going through some thumbnails that I already made and like planning to reuse it for that. So basically it's gonna be cheaper than regular thumbnails because each thumbnail will be $30, but this one has like the option of like if you get multiple it'll be like 15 each. Let's see. We could do this one. I am so glad I made these transparents for people. It makes it so much easier to do this. Let me see. And I should probably have them... Should I have them more presentable? Because I think presentation is important, right? I'm trying to think how could I do this while making it still look good. I did say that I'm allowed to use samples. Like, it isn't... Let me make sure in my terms of service that I said that I could use it for profiling, right? Or not profiling, portfolio, right? Just to make sure I'm not like stepping on people's toes. Commercial rights are not included. Commercial rights, blah blah blah. Additional charges, intellectual. The artist retains... Oh, why did music stop? Am I still online? Hello? Did my internet drop? Oh, my YouTube's been freezing up a lot recently. I don't know why. You're still on? Okay, the music just suddenly stopped out of nowhere. Okay, there we go. Wait, no, this is not the project voltage. I'm like super into Pokemon again now. Could be bad code, maybe. I really have enjoyed the Pokemon again. I'm like, ooh man, I liked Pokemon. Okay, let's see. Retains copyright ownership, retribution, or redistribution, and intellectual property rights, which include but not limited to displaying, advertising, printing, or the work. Oh, of the work. And the work in progresses for portfolios, social media, websites, and podcasts. Okay, good. Okay. Why does it keep freezing there? What? What? I saw Monster Hunter Stories got a 3rd game. I heard it's good. I saw Tao playing it. It looks really fun. I want to give that a try too. Okay. I guess I can't just play YouTube music anymore. YouTube is not working at this moment. I guess we'll have to put down... We have to put regular standard music. Give me a second. Chirumiru, Chirumiruku. Okay. Brain rot music. Okay, let me just read this. Clients receive non-transferable users rights to the works for personal usage. Okay. Personal use means display on social media, blah blah blah, blah, no monetization. Clients may not claim the work as their own without or modify it without prior permission. Any works in progress art provided must not be taken to another artist for completion. Okay. I played the first one on the 3DS. It's fun, but it was very simple. I think there's a charm in simplicity. I'm realizing more and more like part of the reason I enjoy like Pokopia and Minecraft and didn't really enjoy Hytale. Oh, Hytale mentioned as much because like Hytale has like really high item requirements for crafting. Like when you get to like the adamantite level, you need like 26 adamantite ingots just to make like one tool or something, right? It's pretty expensive. But I'm realizing that there's a charm in having like everything be cheap because it makes it so like it's much easier to be like building stuff, which I think that's just the difference in the game because Hytale is more like an adventure game and Minecraft and Pokopia are more like comfy building game. But it's an interesting concept. Though when you think about it, like games like Stardew Valley do have like really high cost items where you need like 99 stones or something. Like the first game is Rock Paper Scissors. I think it's still Rock Paper Scissors. When I was looking at Tao's stream, it's just called Power, Speed, and Technique or something like that. So you just have to hit them with the right move. But let me see. So monetize, commercial. Okay. I should use mine as like the cover, right? Let me see. Maybe I could just do some quick Alins. We'll put like a couple quick Alins on here. Okay. Okay. Question is like, should I present these? Should these be presentable? Let me see. I do have like a presentation board that I like to use. Give me a second. I'm thinking. Where's my presentation board that I use for emotes? Because I could probably use the same thing for, yeah, my showcase template. There you go. And I could probably use the same thing for bust thumbnails. The thing is though, should I have like a sample of what it would look like? Because like, okay, something they teach you in marketing is that you don't just want to display your item, or you just don't want to like have the item just be there. They teach you in marketing that you want to let your clients and your customers live in the item, you know? Like, you could sell them a pen, but that's just a pen to them. You want to sell them the lifestyle related to the pen, right? So basically, like, how would they use the pen? It's like, oh, something that's used by high-end executives working every hour to get that grind, right? You're selling the dream and the ideals behind it, not the item itself, right? Pro marketing technique. If you guys are like trying to be like market yourself or something, or trying to like market a product or something that you do as a service, like I said, try to market not the item, but the lifestyle behind it, you know? So in this case, I shouldn't just market the bus, but I should show samples of what the bus would look like in something. The thing is though, I feel kind of bad if I do it for somebody else. So for the first few samples, I'll just use this. But for future samples, also my Bluetooth is not working. For future samples, I'll do something different. So that's just a, what's it called? That's just a pro marketing technique. Dumb bust sampling. Okay. And then we could take this. Because I thought it would be good to, like, while I still have some buffer time to expand. Take that into account if needed. Yeah! Marketing was a very interesting class. Like, it's a lot of marketing, but it's also like a lot of like... how should I put it? Psychological? It's like psychological taking advantage of people kind of situation. They teach you how to like basically manipulate. I don't like to use that term, but that's basically marketing. Marketing is basically manipulation. There you go. And I guess it's good that I learned how to do it, because then, not because, you know, to be pro manipulator or anything, but, you know, just so I could, let me see. just so I know how to do it. The question is, like, I could do something like this where... I think I got an idea. It's evil, but it also makes money. Yeah, that's true. But I try to keep it to, like, something that's more... How should I put it? I try to keep it on the more pure side. My marketing tactics. Right? Because there's a lot of things they taught us about, like, marketing, like anchoring, price anchoring, where you want to have a really high cost item, but then you want to have lower cost items to basically make them look like a better deal, right? Or let me think of some other ones, like goodwill, where you try to do good things not for the sake of doing good things. The good things is a side product, but the goodwill is just the idea that you do good things to improve your standing in the social ladder. You know, there's a lot of things, right? That's to it, but you know, PR basically, and an idea of like relating to trends and stuff, trying to make yourself feel relatable. Let me see. I think I got a format for it. Let me think. I'm trying to think of like a good format. Like, could it be something like this, where I do something like this? Okay. Bum 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 bum. Where the heck is this? Where? I'm trying to look for my folders. I tried cleaning up a little bit earlier too, so I lost everything's so organized and unorganized, if that makes sense. Maybe something like this could be a sample, right? Right? And then we could like have... Try and think how we could make this like sample work. We could do something like this, right? Okay. Something like that. And then we could put like... Oh crap. This was like a quick drawing that I made. It's not very clean. It was for like one of the thumbnails, but I forgot which one it was. Luckily I kept a lot of files, so I should be able to get some samples pretty easily. Okay, something like this. Alright. At least it's a bit less evil than those psychologists that make gambling machines. Pretty much. Like, it's crazy because there's a lot of like... You know what's crazy too? Like, people talk about like, oh, don't take psychology because it's gonna be useless. But funny enough, like, in marketing, psychology is like one of very useful things to do. To be able to do, you know? Because there's all kinds of product manipulation you could do there. Okay. So we could do something like this. Okay. I'm trying to sell the lifestyle. Let's see. What's a quick horror game that I could use? Phasmophobia. Okay. Something like this? No, that's someone's thumbnail. This one's just a game screenshot. There you go. Something like that. Alright. And we'll just give it a blur for the background, game background. And then like make it lighter. I was thinking about just doing A and B, but I think it'll be better to do like sample, right? Okay, and then we could flatten that. Okay, then we could bring this over here. And I think the way... Oh, I guess that makes sense. Gotta have proper cropping. Okay. Happy birthday! Thank you! It's not my birthday. Still happy birthday! Happy birthday! Played a Lamprey worm game? What's that one? I never heard that one. Okay, this should be crop better. No, it's not crop better. Of course it's not crop better. Alright, this should be crop better. There we go. Okay. And then we could do something like this for the sampling. Where... Let's see. The thing is though, when someone makes a multiple orders, it's gonna be like a really big one. So that's interesting to see. What other horror games are there? The one you played where they had a worm that killed you? Oh, that one. The one that Plague suggested. That's the game that destroyed my soul, my brain, my life. Okay. We could do something like this. That pixel point-and-click game? Yeah. Did I ever beat the whole series? I don't remember if I beat the whole series. I think I did, right? I don't remember if I beat in the whole series or not. I did, right? Against my will? Okay, 2 samples would be good. I did it again. Wabba-dabba-doo. Wabba-ba-da-boo. It's me, my boy. Okay. I think the worm was in the last one. I'm trying to think though. Like, would this work necessarily? Because I wonder what would happen if someone has a lot of orders. I think you beat the trilogy? Okay, that's good, because I'm not going back to it. I'm sorry, I spent my money on that game, but that game is now dead to me. I'm never gonna think about it, play it again, or even acknowledge it. Maybe talk about it, but yeah. I guess like for orders with multiple ones, we could use like different samples. It just depends on the format, right? Scared for life?
Scared for life.
Yeah. Let's see. Thumbnail. Bus. Or Alin Laphel. Should we change the text? I feel like it doesn't feel professional. I have grown up. There we go. We're gonna use other funny words. There you go. That way it could fit better when I put things in there. Okay. There you go. We'll do samples like this. That way it's easier to... Okay. So there was nothing to fear. Joke's on you. It's fine, you had us all the time. I'm always gonna be scared even around people. Alright. I think you beat the... Oh, I read that. There we go. So this will go here. Right? The thing is, I only have one as it is. Posture check. Ah! Ah! But I'll have to like make some up for people. But like I said, for people that's not me and not the people that I do for future projects, I'm just going to just put their thing here really quick rather than having examples, you know? But for everyone else, there will be examples, right? Whenever I make somebody's thing, I'll make some examples for them. Right? Does that make sense? So for now, I'm just gonna get some samples out. Maybe like try to get 5, 6 sample sheets. Let me see. There was some in here that I had. Okay. Let me see. Because I think that was the problem with my emotes. Sorry. That was the problem with my emotes. Because like my emotes were just flat in there. And I feel like it didn't really like stand out as much. You know? We'll use this one. This one's like, you know, cute. Would you rather go back to that game? I still don't think that was that bad, or beat Lobotomy Corporation? Beat Lobotomy Corporation day 50. How's that even a question? That is not a question. I am willing to go through pain, but I'm not willing to go through fear, you know? Okay. And I won't use any like particular screenshots for these ones. I'm just gonna use like a background color, an AB. I never knew college was gonna have spring break. Yeah, colleges have spring break. Let's see. So then we could do something like this, where in the middle, and then we'll go have sample A and sample B. There you go. A. All right, I'm just making some assets really quick for a thumbnail or for a new service. That way, you too, chat member, can buy new service assets. Which reminds me, okay, so I fixed the Kumi one. So Kumi came back to me about the thumbnail, and they wanted like something slightly different for the composition. So I made something slightly different for the composition, right? So I couldn't really fit the Kumers inside the car or the truck, so I had to I made it so that it becomes like she's delivering butter, right? Get it? Kumi butter. But I made it so like the text is cut off, so it just says Kumi butt, and it still has the same licking Kumer. That's the 10 out of 10 creativity you expect from Alin Laphel. Still poor, but I'll take it into account for the future. Yeah. All right. I'm pretty good at coming up with stupid ideas, right? You come to me for cursed and dumb ideas after all. All right, and we need another one that's blue. There you go. All right. And we go merge these ones. Then we go merge these ones. Okay. Maybe if like for this one we could have her to the side. That way you can see the different way of placements. There you go. Wow, Alin, you're such a graphic designer. It's almost as if you're a professional. It's okay, chat. I understand. I like to think myself as a professional. Teehee. I should have like some universal pictures ready too, right? Whenever I make these samples, I should have like universal blurred pictures that are generic, like fantasy, comfy, scary, things like that. Okay. Oh, that should not be the case. A should be on top because A comes first, you know? All right, I'm planning these things, guys. Okay. This one's thumbnail buzz for Nixie. If this one is A, would B be Bassett's? You're right. No, B stands for based. Just like the Suisse, what's it called? Collab in Fortnite, which I'm tempted to get. But I just upgraded my Clip Studios to 5.0. So I have the latest version of Clip Studio. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to get Suisse, guys. Does anyone here play Fortnite? Did anyone here get Suisse? Did anyone enjoy the Sui and the sway of the Suisse? Next or new? Yes. Alright, let me go sort this by date, and then view this by large. I don't play Fortnite. Also, they raised the prices in the game. I don't play it though. The thing is, like, I would get it if I played it, but I don't play it. But that's what's making me like really tempted to get it, because I really want to get Suisse, because just in case I do a Fortnite stream, then I'm ready. Because the last time I did a Fortnite stream, I had standard character skin, and that was like kind of boring. It was actually really boring. So if I'm gonna if I ever had to do a Fortnite collab, which is very possible in the very future, right? Or if I decide to do Fortnite on my own, I want to have at least a Fortnite skin ready, you know? There we go. Are you going to be streaming it? If I decide to do a Fortnite stream, you know, if I decide to go play Fortnite. It's just that, I don't know, like, as fun as it looks, I never could get to Fortnite. Maybe the Fortnite Lego. The Fortnite Lego was kind of fun, but outside that, I don't know if I could play regular Fortnite. PvP games aren't my thing after all. Alright, who was the girl that won a Pokemon again? Let me go check up the name of them, just so I don't accidentally misname them. Okay. The only time I wanted to play it was when it was released. I mean, it's still pretty popular. There's like a lot of people playing Fortnite, so Smuggies, that's her name. Okay. Smuggies. Okay. There you go. Put the wrong letter in there. Okay. I gotta come up with a faster mainstream way of doing something like this. Okay, Smuggies. Ah, there's no A! What do you mean there's no A? Where did the A go? Lego, my A go! There you go. Alright, then we could do this one into this one. There you go. And this one's Smuggies. There you go. Thumbnail Smuggy. Does it look fun? I think it looks fun. I think the thing is, like, I guess it's probably because I haven't played a shooter in a while, but when you think about it compared to other shooters, I think it looks fun-ish. I can't tell though. I know, like, the thing I didn't like about it is like the idea. It's the same thing I hate about Apex Legend, where you pick up the shields and you have to like manually like use it. I don't really like that. Okay, let me clear these ones. Okay. Wasn't enough to buy it. Wait, it wasn't. Wait, is it? Was it? I thought it was always free. Did they actually had a cost originally to play Fortnite? Okay. Next one. The real Fortnite game? There was. Oh, you mean the one that was actually about being in the middle of the night in a fort? Let's see. What other generics do I have? This one's a generic. Pogging! Look how hard he's pogging! He's pogging! Okay. Okay, then we could do the same thing with Bust. When I saw the gameplay, I just lost interest in it. The original Fortnite or the multiplayer Fortnite? I could do that too. Because I won't lie, the original Fortnite sounded interesting. The zombie. I like zombies. Funny enough, I would rather play that than actually the modern Fortnite. But I get why it's not popular. Let's see. Who's the name of this character? I wish I knew all my clients by heart. Especially the ones that come back. But I'm not very good at remembering my clients by heart. Especially the ones who come back. Give me a second. What was the name of this person? Did I deliver their thumbnail? Because I don't see it here. Let me see. Must have been an older one. Oh yeah, it's definitely old. It's 2 weeks. 3 weeks? Where is it? Where is their thumbnail? I know I did it. like the save the world as they call it now, it's just underbaked. Probably because they don't put as much assets, but it makes sense why they didn't put as much assets when you look at Fortnite. Here we go. Xclips. I'm just gonna copy a folder. I think I'm just gonna do this from now on, just to make it easy. We could close this. We could close this. Okay. Alright. Poggers. Okay, and then we could do something like this. There you go. There you go. I meant at the time it came out, it looked bad. When did it came out? It came out like 10 years ago at this point, right? When did Fortnite came out? The original Fortnite. Okay. This one is Xclips. Do I need to ask for permission? I did put this in the terms of service that I can use it. I could use people's things for portfolio stuff, right? So I shouldn't need to put this in the term Xclipsy. In theory, you know? Okay. No B sets? Yeah, no B-sets. Okay. The only reason Fortnite got popular was the Battle Royale map. Well, yeah, it was the first of its kind, if I remember correctly, too. Or at least the one that got popular, at the very least. Okay. You know what? Let's use this. Yeah, add some variety. Show my skill in like making stupid things. Okay. If they ask me to take it down, then I'll take it down. But technically, it is in the terms of service, but I'm taking it down out of politeness because I'm too polite. Okay. Good theory, but I can say I can make it up. No one can say I make it up. Was the first that wasn't just a worse PUBG? Well, the thing was that made it different was PUBG was more realistic, wasn't it? I thought that the charm of the Fortnite was the fact that it had like energy shields and all that stuff that made it so it wasn't so hardcore as PUBG. It was more casual, which is good for a younger audience as well as a more casual audience. Okay. Put this here. Without B, it's suffering PGs, yeah. Okay. That way people have some ideas of what they could try to do. There you go. There we go. And this one's for Kumi. The building was the thing that made it casual, at least for a bit. Then people started optimizing it. I mean, it's gonna be hard to make something like building casual, considering how much things you can do with building. Okay. Sampling Kumi. So that's 5, but I should probably get like more than 5. Maybe, let me see how many more I have. Boom, 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 boom. You could use this one. Zexion. That could be like a generic Metal Gear one, right? Okay. Huh, Metal Gear. Colonel. My name is Metal Gear. A false state. Alright. Making these samples is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. No wonder I never really make services. Because you have to make a lot of samples just to give people an idea. Okay. Then we could use the red one. Okay. And then we could do something like this. Maybe we should like try different compositions too. Right? There you go. That way people could see. I should have done this earlier. We're doing zoom ins and zoom outs based on like different comps. I'm not selling the lifestyle that well, apparently. Ah, I forgot the A! Okay. Did you guys... I don't know if anyone here plays Final Fantasy 14, but they announced their next limited class. Which I'm kind of excited for, but I don't play Final Fantasy 14 as much as I used to. But I really want to give it a try. It's Beastmaster. Beastmaster looks like a fun class where you get to capture the monsters. Everyone's doing Pokemon right now that I think about it. Pokemon's popular. Everyone's doing it now. Okay, Zexion the Bard. There we go. Alright, maybe 2 more would be a good amount. That way I have a good amount of samples. There you go. Should we include a not safe for work? Well, is this considered not safe for work? Chat, quick, question. Is this NSFW? Then again, like, what is the usage of this? I don't think it could fit anywhere. You can only use this for something specific. We could use the sheepies. Do you guys want the sheepies on something? We could put it as an asset, but I don't know what name I would put it. It's not technically nude, I know. But I would have to put a suggestive. Let's see, what others do I have? Drawn on a Friday night? God, you're a workaholic.
Boop, boop, boop.
Shut up. Shut up. Let's see. Maybe we could use one of Grace's. I have a lot of Grace thumbnails. I feel like this is a cute one to kind of just say my style. I guess that's a very universal one. Okay, I'm gonna use this for Grace's. Okay. I'm trying to sell. Can't you see I'm trying to sell you guys a dream here of being a content creator? Imagine this being your thumbnail, chat, you know? Imagine this being your thumbnail. Okay. Okay. Add a white outline. I need that sheepy sprite.
Also, I needed that sheepy sprite a while back. I managed to make
Sheepy
you
sprite?
XD.
Sheepy sprite? Sheepy sprite. Oh man. Oh, do you mean the 3D model? I still have the 3D model somewhere on VR chat. Oh gosh. I'm like all over the place though. Okay, let's try this. B. Sample B. The PNG that we have now?
The PNG that we have now, I cropped it for the map.
Okay, I could get that later. Just have to remind me because I'm literally all over the place. Because after this, I I'll have to go to the hospital and visit my dad and bring some dinner to my mom. I've been really tired and busy. Life has really tossed me for a loop. We do something like this for a zoom in. Cause we're gonna sing it loud, even if our words seem meaningless, cause it's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. Do 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 do. I don't need any more. I managed to make do.
I don't need it anymore. I managed to make do.
Okay, sorry I couldn't get that to you before. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Oh, it's fine. WXD.
There you go. This one's for Grace. Hoo hoo hoo. There we go. I think these are. I'm so glad I made these transparents for people, because it makes it easier to make this sample. And when I have to make something else, I can make it easier to make a sample. Okay.
Sup, nerds? Walking to work.
Are you enjoying your work? Are you gonna have fun at your work? Is that what you're saying? I mean, every generic boss. There we go. Let me see. Maybe I should do one more. And that should be a good amount. Let me see if I have one. Maybe this one? Yeah, this could work.
I'm not having fun at work.
I don't know. Try to have fun. Look at the bright side. You're at work. You're getting money.
But it's how I can afford the Alin art.
I'm price rising all my prices right now. Price rise. Let's go. Okay, there we go. There we go. I think this is a good like sample of what I could do. Give me a second. I've done so many commissions that I have so many samples. I could still add more too in the future if I want to, but I think this is a good like range of my artistic ability. This one's for Flora. Flora. Okay. Like if you saw this in a commission option, would you buy it? Cute girl. Okay, and then we need B sample. Okay. There we go. And then let's do this. There you go. This one is for Flora. There you go. All right. Flora. Whew, that took a lot longer than I thought. It was almost an hour and I took all that time for that. Alright, let me go back to the commission requests and then like add these samples. So do. And I'll rearrange it, the one I like. I think that fits it best. Like Kumi's. Kumi's a good one. Okay. This one is a good one. Grace is a good one. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let me just look over the information. Reusable thumbnail bus. I'm watching at 160p. Uh-oh.
Heyo,
No, go!
Stop watching in 1/6
Oh, whoa, your
of
data!
me. I have 80 MB left.
Your
I'm
data!
off to visit America next week. Hope all is good. 3.
Yeah, I hope all is good with you, Obo. Stay safe. Just have fun. Enjoy yourself. Alright, let's see. A simple reusable bus that can be used on multiple thumbnails through quick editing. The main art will be all the art will be hand drawn and custom to request. There will be no backgrounds. The PNGs will be transparent and ready to use. You will receive one PNG illustration with a transparent background for your usage. If requested, you may receive the CSP or PSD file as needed. Okay. Additional busts using the same pose but different faces will be additional $10. Additional busts in a new pose, $15. Okay. Add-ons only apply to current order. Future additional requests will be made on a separate order. I wonder if that's a good idea though. I think it makes it. Let me see. Because then the thing is, like, what if somebody says, like, hey, can you add a face to this picture? Add-ons for new poses only apply to current order, right? Future additional requests will need to be made on a separate order. Please be sure to read the terms of service. At most, the image will extend to waist high. It will never be a full art or half body art. Should I say that? Let me see. Looking at my sample, was there any half bodies? Let me look at my samples really quick. Okay. Yep. I would say that. Yeah, that's a good line. Okay. This is not designed to be used as a reactive, so there may be issues if you try to do so. Okay. Let's see. Tags, thumbnails. Boo 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 boo. Okay. Thumbnail bus. Okay. Reusable thumbnail bus. Workflow, all check. Request form. Let me see. So monetize, commercial. May I publicly stream myself working on your commission? If yes, would you like me to message you or send you a VOD if I worked on your piece on stream? Okay. May I share the final work on socials? Let me see. The thing is too, should I have like a... I know a lot of people have privacy fee. Let me think. We could take this out. I don't think that's really needed. And no. How much should I charge for a privacy fee? I want to do a percentage of the cost, but can I do it? Here we go. Fixed percentage. What would a good privacy fee be? I would say like a privacy fee could be 50%. So that way, if they don't want me to share it on my socials... But the thing is, I don't share anything on the socials. I haven't shared much on the socials as of late, so I'll put that for now. Okay. But I should probably put a charge there. I don't know. How much should I charge for a privacy fee? How much do people normally charge for a privacy fee? How much? Chat, anyone here know their marketing? How much do people charge, or artists charge for privacy fee? People usually charge 10 to 50%. Maybe 10%? Maybe like 25%?
How much do you usually charge on other art?
I never had to do a privacy fee. Like my rush fee is 50%, but privacy fee, I don't have a charge for it because no one actually ever asked for it. I did put down there's an extra charge for privacy fee, but no one ever really used it. I'll hold on to it. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Alright, terms of service is fixed up, touched up, standard workflow, everything check, Okay. Alright, that looks good. I think I'll open it. Alright. Graphic thumbnails, okay, illustration, server, custom, autumn, mark for, notify user on status change. Okay. There we go. Then I think this is good. Alright, new service. There you go. Should I announce it on my Twitter? Let's see. I'll let the person know. Give me a second. There you go. Feel free to make the requests there, or okay. All right, and then there was another client that wanted thumbnail bus too, so they'll be my first ones. That way I can have samples. Where's the other client? Who was it? Okay. Okay. There you go. Let's see. Pricing will look like as follows. Okay. That's 60.
No privacy fee required. Doesn't know how much.
I'll figure it out when. I'll figure it out when they. I'll figure out when somebody gets a privacy fee. For 10, that will bring to, let's see. So 9 times 15. I don't feel like doing this on the head because I might get it wrong. 9 times 15 will get you 135. Okay. So 135 plus 30 equals 165. If you have questions about the difference between the bust, a normal bust, and thumbnail bust, let me know. There you go. Alright, there we go. Uh-huh. So that's done and dealt with. Ooh, that took me a lot longer than I thought. 1 hour to set up a whole service. If you have questions, it sucks to be you.
Questions, then it sucks to be you.
You can make it up for discussion or something. I want to make it like, the thing is, the more, here's my something you also learn in marketing. The more hurdles a client has to jump through in order to get a product or service, the less or the more likely they are to change their mind, you know? So a lot of times it's best to keep it simple and clear and have everything on the table rather than having a lot of things to discussion. The only thing I have up to discussion is basically price, right? But the only thing is just like telling them what the final price is and what all the extra fees are, right? So that's something I learned. And I saw that too, because there was a person that was trying to get a commission from me, and I was trying to tell them the deadline, right? And they're trying to avoid paying the rush fee. So they were like, okay, can I get it by this time? And I said, oh, that's going to be an extra 50%. And they said, okay, then I'll move it to this day. And I said like, oh, that's still extra 50%. Because it was like at the tail end of 10 days, right? I said 10 days or less will be a 50% rush fee. So then after that time, they said, oh, I just give up. They just left. They said, oh, I don't want a commission anymore. So it's just part of marketing. The more hurdles somebody has to jump through, the more likely they are to cancel. It's not because, you know, people are mean or anything. It's just like patience, I guess you could say. there's like there's only how long your patience can last you, right? Quite like a restaurant, right? If you go to McDonald's and you're waiting like 20 minutes for your food, you're definitely going to want to walk out. I mean, like waiting in line for food at least. So the more hurdles there are to a product or client or a service, the more likely people are to cancel on said product or service. Marketing! Oh man, chat, I'm smacking you with all the marketing facts right now. Strangles you in the throat. That was a hurdle that I...
Okay, but that was I hurdle, and they
I know!
folded XD.
I'm telling you, everyone's much
asterisk.
like tolerance is different, you know? So that's why it's very important to take that into consideration when it comes to getting clients. It's like those mad restaurants that want you to scan a QR code. Yeah. Patience is a virtue. Sometimes I don't have it. Yeah. It's hard too, because it makes sense, right? Everyone's like tolerance for wait is different from each other. So, all right, now that we got that done, let me check. So Ryan wants me to fix up the bust on the other one. She said the bust was too big. Oops, too big bust. Like, the thing is too, once you take a marketing class, or at least taking a marketing major, you can start seeing everything. Like, it's like the Matrix. I'm starting to see it everywhere I go. It's like, oh, McDonald's is doing this. McDonald's is doing that, right? Like, once I took a marketing class, I start seeing what everything is, right? And it starts making sense, like why they have like this really expensive meal and then like a cheap one.
Should have said not big enough.
Yeah. No. I'm not that. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not a monster, chat. The bus wasn't too big, but I could see how it was bigger than the reference. So let me go pull it up and then make the fixes. It was on the NEP drawing, so there you go. See, the bus was big. I didn't realize I made it that big too. So I'm gonna have to just transfer it. Let's see. Most of it is just from the bottom up. Okay, let me turn off the outline really quick. And I'm just gonna do like some quick fix. I could probably just overlay it, right? But technically I still have to cut off the hair, which is problematic. Let me see how I could do this. So the hood is on there. I would have to cut off the hair to make this work. Okay. You basically reduce...
You basically just reduced a size XD.
I mean, that's what they wanted. They wanted it reduced. They said it was too big. So I had to turn it down a size. You know what they say, flat is justice after all. For justice! Okay. And we could crop... Let me think how I crop this. This might actually be a harder crop than I thought. Let me think. I could just redo. The problem is the top. I'm trying to think. Give me a second. This one might take a little bit thicker. Don't cut my hair, it's not very long. Not yet! So, I could take this top part, right? And that should be transferable. I just have to make sure that I don't include the bust in the pooling of it. So... okay, something like this. Right? And I had to trim the hair because the hair is too long. So we'll do something like this. Don't grab the bust. Okay, we'll have to grab the flower as well. Don't grab the bust. No bust allowed. I think if I did that, and I overlay, just like XYZ overlay. What is that called in problem is the hair too. I had to crop the hair as well, because the hair did move a little bit.
Do you normally have to say that to yourself, Alin Louise?
Say what? What did I say? XYZ overlay? Yes. I'm playing a duel game. I'm playing a children's card game. Okay. Let me see.
Don't grab the bust.
I have to! I had to know what I'm doing! Okay. So then, wait, I did it! I'm so stupid right now. Okay, okay. It's this one I need to crop. There you go. Alright. And then... let's see. Oh, I'm feeling my head. I'm starting to get like...
Decapitated.
I'm starting to get a little dizzy on what I'm doing. Okay. So... this is a lot harder than I thought. If I want to make it a perfect match, I might just have to redraw the hat, which might take a little bit longer. Not even a little grab? Not even a little grab. If that was just going to be just grabbing the head part, but there's other aspects to it that did change. Let me think. I'm thinking, chat. Maybe I could just take the hood part, the outline, and just redo the colors? I think it'll be easier to do that than to change the whole thing, right? So if I did this, I cut the outline, I bring it in here, like so, and then I just clean up again. So this is could be gone. Did I make a layer copy? I did. Okay, just making sure. And then we could clean up the outline once again. So let me go turn off all the colors. I will show you the world. Shining, glistening rainbows. Princess, have I told you that something, something, some. A whole new world. Something, 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 something. Okay.
Hail Ione.
Ione. There you go. I think that was the better option. Thing is, I might have to take out the bust, right? So, let me see. We could just reuse the hair and just like try to match it up here.
Ione.
Ione. More like Tony. I don't know where I was going with that one, but it sounded clever. Alright. Then we could do that. And then for the other one, we have to take out the hair here. So take off this layer. There you go. I wonder if there's an easier way to do something like this. Okay. There you go. Hey Flora, how are you doing? Having a good night? Evening? Afternoon? Good morning, afternoon, evening, Takodachis? It's Allen time. Okay, let's see. I think that works. And a lot of colors still should match, mostly. Right? Let me see. The only thing that won't match is the hair, but the hair we could just take out. So let me see if the outline matches. So we could do that. Okay. And we have to make a new hood, basically. Alright, I think I got a grasp on how to do this. There you go. Take out all this hair. I need to fix this, apparently. I think it's much easier for me to take out the just to redo the hat than it is to actually go back and do everything again. In theory, hypothetically. Hypotheticals. We're living in a land of hypotheticals. Right? Professional Laphel. Oh, one of the clothing layer got its red outline. That happens sometimes. There we go. And let's turn on the skin layer to make sure everything matches. Okay. And we could take out the horns. Alright, something like this. Ooh, I had to use a lot of brain power today. My brain has been powered on. I'm gonna play some Pokopia. I've been enjoying the Pokopia though. I've been like, I played some more last night, and before I knew it, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning when I stopped playing. I was like, oh. Okay. I don't know, it's fun, it's cute, it's charming. But the more I play it, the more I kind of want to play Minecraft too at the same time. I just like, I've been itching for something comfy and cute and fun. And I think the nice thing about Pokopia is that it's on the Switch 2. So the Switch 2 is portable. I need to get a case for a Switch 2. Let me go like look up a case for Switch 2. Because I think it's like something I wanted, which is that I wanted to have a portable Minecraft server, right? Pixel's gift's waiting for you.
Pixel's gift is still waiting for you.
I had to be sure to check that out. But I wanted to get a I always wanted to get like a Minecraft my server portable. That way when I'm like somewhere, I can just like play Minecraft on the go, you know? But Minecraft Java modded is really hard to get on something that's portable unless you're bringing a laptop, you know? So that's why I'm thinking like having a Switch 2, I could put it in my bag, right? If I just want to go out and play games, I could put it in a bag very easily. So let me go see if there's a good case. What the heck is this? Beetle case. So is it like a hard case? But then how does it cover... Does it cover the screen? I'm doing some shopping on stream chat. Okay. Anti-slip design. But does it cover the screen? Trey got 2 items in a little update. Ooh, what's the 2 new items? I like how it says drop protection, but I do not want to drop my Switch 2. Oh, a sling might be good. It's like a fanny pack. That'd be kind of cute. I already have like a bag for my iPad, but having a sling might be pretty nice. That way if I want to ever access it on the go. I think that's a good option. A sling? You're gonna throw it? Yep, you caught me.
You're gonna throw it.
I mean, people wear these kind of bags, right? They're like cross-body bags, basically. And the thing is, I don't have to worry about like losing it, right? I was thinking about just putting it in my bag, but now I think about it, where's my bag? My man purse. I wonder if my man purse is big enough to contain a Switch 2 and a iPad. Maybe I should get a bigger bag? A train sling shooter could shoot with the force to pierce metal, iron. Yeah, I remember, wasn't that like the story between David and Goliath? Like it turns out that he went in there with no weapon, quotation mark, but he can't. But technically, when you think about it, a sling is so powerful if you use it right. Let me see. Can I get an iPad sling bag? The thing is, I want something small and portable too. I wanted to be able to carry a Switch 2 and an iPad. That way, if I feel like playing video games on the go, I can. How big is this?
Oh yeehaw, Alin, I use the custom music discs. but they're more of a pain to set up than XD.
Oh yeah, the thing is you're supposed to find a music disc, you gotta burn it, then you need to use papers to make a label, then you have to put a link. The thing is, if we get a villager going, there's actually, the villagers do sell the item if you need it. I might get a sling bag. I might just upgrade my bag into a sling bag and just like have a sling bag that's like a giant fanny pack. Right? That way I could carry my Switch 2 and my iPad in the same bag. That way, if I want to play video games, I can play video games, but if I want to draw, I could draw. Most of the time, I'm usually drawing, though. But if I get a sling bag, that means I have to get a separate case. Link can't be through YouTube.
Can't be a
yes.
YouTube one, though.
If you are you looking for video game music?
SoundCloud, or send it to Discord and copy that.
Oh yeah, it definitely has to be like that. I've been using the Discord one, basically. I think it's not mentioned if Goliath has armor. Give me a second. Okay, I'm going back to drawing. But I think I'll buy a sling bag because I want Pokopia to be my portable Minecraft world. So whenever I'm playing, I can just do that.
I did it through Discord too.
Yeah, there's a... Have you ever heard of... Like, are you looking for video game music, or what kind of music are you looking for? Like Moe Moe Kyun music? Because if you're looking for video game music, actually, there's a website I like to use for it. That's pretty easy to use. It's where I get all my video game music for putting onto the Minecraft server. But keep it on the lay low. I don't want the website to go down. There we go. Let's fix these outlines. What are these? What was this line? That's weird, I couldn't erase it before. Okay. What time is it? 2 o'clock, okay. Did I turn off the bottom layer? I did. And where are these lines coming from? Oh, that's from the other one. Okay, maybe I should just merge the lines, servers, or
well,
things
yes
out.
And no. It's custom music made for the characters, so it's not in the game.
Oh, I see. Then yeah, that's a little harder to find. Yeah, I would do like a YouTube download into Discord for something like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, it's a little complicated. I wish there was an easier way, but yeah. Maybe I should like make a tutorial for it. Alright, now that's here, hair should fit in just well.
I had to go look up a tutorial, though XD.
This is a problem. What happened here? Why does the hair look like that? Oh, it's because I cut it off. Now I gotta figure out the hair situation. Oh, I guess it just looked like that. I didn't realize how pedinkled I made it. Okay. I don't want to make any additional lines that won't show up on the other one. I'm trying to make it like 50-50. Okay. I like how I haven't really started the one that I came in here to do. The one that's on the thumbnail, I haven't really gotten to because of all this. Alright. Okay. That's just on par with me, you know? I'm just a silly little guy. I've been watching more of that one show, Family Tree Friends. Happy, what was it called? What's the one about like making people happy? What was that show called? It got really popular, but then like the creators said that they don't want to make a season 4. They want to finish at season 3 or something, right? Happy Tree Friends? What was it called? The Smiling Company? I forgot what it was called, but I've been seeing it a lot on YouTube, so I just been tuning into it. Smiling Friends, yeah. It's actually pretty good. I mean, like, I would say pretty good in humor, but also like there's a lot of times when I'm watching it and you know it's designed for people with kind of like a short attention span. Not to be mean or anything, and I'm not saying that like to discredit the creators or anything, but it's very, how should I put it? Something's always happening, right? It's like the dopamine rush from seeing suddenly this happens. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like I guess the easiest to describe is like ADHD. Like there's always something that's kind of happening. You know? I don't want to say it like in a negative way because it was just like done to its like humor. But I think you guys will get what I mean when I say that, right? If you guys seen Smiling Friends. Because like it goes like just to describe something that would happen, it would be just them talking, then suddenly somebody would hit somebody in the face and they just start screaming. Right? But the jokes they tell are pretty good, right? It's pretty humorous. It's very high octane, I guess. Zach Hadel and Michael Kusek. I have no idea who those guys are. I just know the show. I don't know anything about the creators. Are they YouTubers? Are they like famous cartoon makers? Like who are they? I feel like they're YouTubers. I feel like I've seen the design of the big nose guys somewhere before. I just don't know where I saw it before. Are they YouTubers? I feel like I've seen that big nose before. Charlie. Charlie? Is that his name? Charlie. Oh, Charlie, we're in the Smiling Forest! Yay! Waves hands. But I do like their joke, their ongoing joke of whenever they use rotoscope. Have you heard of Oni Plays? No. Are they like a YouTube creator, or what's it called? YouTube Let's Play channel? Considering they say they have the word play in it. Yahoo! Hey Rain, how are you doing? We're talking about Smiling Friends. But yeah, my favorite joke in that series is whenever they do rotoscope things and it just comes out of nowhere. I like the one where they're talking about Super Monkey Ball. It's like, dude, you like Super Monkey Ball? Man, I knew I liked you. And it suddenly just like switches into full rotoscoped. I don't know, something about every time they just pull out the rotoscope makes me laugh. I love Super Monkey Ball. Dude, you like Super Monkey Ball? Well, it's a good show. It's a good show, right? So, and they ended it on a high note when you think about it. They're old school internet animators. Ah, sort of like the Odd One? Is that his name? Odd One? I think that's his name. Odd One? Odd One's Out? Is it Odd One's Out or Odd One? Newground guys? Really? Newground. Dang. That's some ancient tech right there. I should have been like a Newground person, honestly. I should have like started around the Newground time because I was there during the golden age of the Newground, but I wasn't as into art during the time. But imagine if I had as much gusto back then as I do now. I could probably do a lot of crazy things. I'm like compensating for a lot of lost time because I spent a lot of time playing video games, you know? Like in a way, video games kind of ruined my life. Because I spent more time playing video games than honing my skill. But then I had an epiphany saying that, you know what? I should just work on my art skills and become the artist I always wanted. Same. Odd One's Out. Okay, so it's called Odd One's Out. I kind of regret it, but technically we are kind of reaching a new era of Newground, which is like the VTuber scene, you know? I wouldn't say like Newground, but like content creating, right? Basically, there's a lot of content creators coming into this space. I think like when Newgrounds came out, there was a lot of content creators that were coming onto there, and I think the VTuber sphere is another like new wave of like content creators. Dude, you like Super Monkey Ball? I played Pokopio for 2 days. I've been playing a lot of Pokopio too. I've been still getting my commissions done, don't worry guys. But I have played Pokopia. Pokopia is so much fun. How far are you, Rain? Are you enjoying it? I may have sped run the game and beaten it already. Okay, it should be clean. What is this? There's something over here.
Alin Alin stopped sleeping to do both things.
I know, I pretty much did. I was awake until like 1 o'clock in the morning just to play Pokopia. Like, I may not have the time during the day, but I have the time during the night to play. Dies. See, that's what they would do in Smiling Friend. That would be definitely a Smiling Friend joke, guys. Okay, let's clear everything on the outside to make it cleaner. Okay, I think I got everything. There we go. Bust downgraded. Hood added. Alright. Wild to think the Smiling Friends is over, but I get it. I think it's good too. I had to wait a whole day just to build. Yeah. That's the thing though. It's meant to be taken slower. I don't know. I do it all the time to Swordy's characters. Swordy likes it too when I do it to his characters. He's like, haha, that's hilarious. Please flatten all my characters. Okay, I think everything checks out. Alright. Looks like everything checks out. So let's send this. Alright. Especially when I saw Rick Roll and Morty, when I saw the Rick and Morty season trailer. There's a new season trailer for Rick and Morty. It's kind of crazy how much Rick and Morty fell off. I think the thing is, like, oftentimes the longer a series go, the more it has to like get meta.
Do that to the thighs and they'll kill you.
I know. Swordy would like strangle me, but I do it anyways. Good thing I'm on the internet. All right, let me see. That's not who I was looking for. That's Ryan. Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot to put the white outline. My computer fan is starting to whir because it's so hot today. Okay. Start falling off at like season 2 or 3. The thing is too, like, I'm kind of wondering where do they even go with Rick and Morty? Because they already killed the penultimate villain, right? So, like, I guess you could say there's other characters that could play as a villain, but at that point, I feel like Rick's arc is kind of complete. I feel like they should have ended a while ago at this point. Like, the whole thing with, spoilers, the whole thing with, like, letting go of the memories of his wife, that seems like a good spot to end it. Like, sort of like in Futurama.
Better bring a bodyguard when you start selling merch at cons than XD.
Pencil thighs, everybody! Alright. Here's, any other revisions? Okay. Ooh, that one's done now. That one took a little bit longer than I thought too. 30 minutes. That's not so bad actually. Alright. Should I make an announcement about the reusable thumbnail bus? Maybe I should. I don't know if I should make like an announcement on Twitter. I feel kind of bad because like I should probably start posting more art on Twitter. Oh, speaking of Twitter, which has nothing to do with Twitter, my Granblue. Let me go check my my Granblue really quick because they have they're having free rolls. Let me turn off my camera because my phone is my camera. Okay. You guys can listen to it. Give me a second. I'm just gonna fast forward the scene and read it later. Alright guys, let's see what we get. Do you think we'll get a 100 roll? Do you think we're gonna hit the 100? Oh, White Day! Oh, it's White Day, chat.
How
I got it.
much are they gonna be BTW?
They're about the same price as a thumbnail. The only thing that's different though is that they're just focused on the bust, and it's cheaper to get multiple. So like $30 basically for a thumbnail bust. Give me a second. I'm doing my Granblue anniversary rolls. I mean, I guess you could say they're a cheaper alternative to drawings, but that's why I was gonna make like quick doodles a thing. That way it's like the cheapest one. In fact, maybe I should open the quick doodle one. Maybe I'll work on that on stream. That way it's done. Alright, let's see what we get into roulette. How many rolls are we gonna get? 100? Oh, just 10. Just 10 free rolls. I almost got 100. I still don't know what that red orb is. Is that just XP orbs? There we go. Alright, let me go get my free draws. Oh, it's the swimsuit units! No SSR. Alright. I used my 10 free draws. Wait, just checking to see if I got any items. Crystals, item mark plus, power up items, a draw ticket. Do I have any more SSR draw tickets? Okay, I don't. Alright. That was quick. Is that game with the bad Steam launch? Yeah. I'm not surprised it had a bad Steam launch, honestly. Because it started off as a browser game, and I had no idea how they're going to bring it over to Steam. And it sucks that, like, they ruined the website API stuff for it, so now it's harder to log in on my desktop. Give me a second, I have to reload VTuber Studio. Do they even gamble for getting the things to gamble with? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I get why they did a Steam launch, because they want to reach out to more people, but I think it was doing pretty good as it is on the website, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna get much players from Steam. It's a very old-fashioned, what's it called? Very, very old-fashioned gacha game, right? It's like 14, 15 years old at this point. So, that's evil and crazy, yeah. There we go. I get they want to like finally release Granblue in the West, but I feel like it's way too late. Like it's way, way too late to do Granblue in the West. And it was doing well on the browser by itself. Like having the niche audience that it did really well, but now they kind of ruined the whole like website login. You can't see some characters on other people's profiles. Yeah. Like I said, it was originally a browser game. So like, I guess you could say it's like old school RuneScape, but I don't think it ever had the structure. It started out off as a mobage game, so I don't think it ever had the structure to be on Steam. So, it is what it is, honestly. The game's still good though, and I'm glad that people got a chance to try it now. It's just I wish they kind of did this either much earlier or did it in a much more stable way, because it's completely a mess both for, you know, long-time players like me and new to players. It could have had a chance a year ago. It could have. I don't think it's gonna go end of service though, because technically the English server and the Japanese servers are connected. So as long as Japanese players are playing it, which they are, because there's a lot of Japanese players still playing this game. It's kind of crazy. They still got like really big guild wars, right? But as long as Japanese players still play it, then I don't have to worry about the servers going down. I think that's like the best thing about Granblue, is that the English and the Japanese servers are merged. Which you would think that would be the case for a lot more games. Like, I feel like merging the servers, like, I know why. I said this before, I know why they separated them, and it's because of ping, right? And I said it before, basically English players have been complaining that they can't compete against Japanese guilds, because Japanese guilds have 0 ping, which means that they're able to do like really quick refresh one-turn kills, which helps them reach the top 1000, right? Guild wars get really competitive in Granblue, right? Competitive to the point where people are like sacrificing their own health just to reach the top 1000, especially for the top players. But I think that's the thing. In terms of like a casual sense, it is kind of too late for Granblue to be released. But they did it anyways, and hopefully like people get to see it. It's still a good game. Like, it's a really good grind game. The type of game that you could pull up on a train and just like grind and then like have cool stuff. Especially like the newer class, I saw that they did origin classes now. We went from class 5 to origin classes, which is interesting. I like the concept of like the class 5s too, where it takes 2 classes and combined into 1 class. I wonder what the origin classes are like. I got reminded that Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Which one? It's also really cool because Granblue is like probably one of the only games where the main character is like basically your main DPS. Every other support character is like there just to support your main character basically. I mean, there's a lot of good like side DPS, but like most of the time for a lot of players, your main character is going to be doing most of the damage. Especially when it comes to burst damage, because your main character has all the best burst skills. Burst the drive! Okay. Ooh, I get a foot cramp. Ouch, that hurt. Okay. What does this face mean? What's the crying face means? Guys, quick question. If I send someone like, hey, here's a new commission type, and they send a crying face, what does it mean? Does it mean that's too expensive? Right? Oh, what did I put the pretty charge? 30. It's not expensive, right? For multiple days in a row. The only way to get to the top was playing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Imagine that, but for a week-long event. That is Granblue Guild Wars, right? Because the thing is with Granblue, okay, let me explain Guild Wars really quick. It is the most painful thing in gacha game if you're a competitive player, right? So Guild Wars start off with preliminaries, right? So the first 2 days are prelims. Guilds expect you to reach a quota, right? A point quota. And they want you to make that point quota, but they also want you to do the meat grind, right? And basically, you are going to be one-turning kill these things the whole day, or until you either make the quota or you get like top player, right? Then the next day is day 1 qualifiers, right? And that's one whole day, and it's one whole day of like grinding because like there is no break until the end, and the points like qualify for that, right? So you have to also still reach a quota depending on your guild, and you're still meat grinding, right? And then there's like after the day 1 qualifier, there's a quotation mark rest day, but it's not a rest day. You're grinding meat for the raids. You need meat to get the raids. Then you have day 2 qualifiers, right? And you have another quotation mark rest day. You are literally grinding until like the supposed like end. It's so much grinding. Like people have gone to the hospital with how much grind there is. People had to call off weeks or a whole week just to do the grind. Especially the Japanese players, they are hardcore dedicated to that Granblue Guild Wars. Like, I was in a Guild War 2 or in a competitive guild before, and let me tell you, I used to play Granblue semi-competitively. My guild was A rank and Slack, right? Basically what that meant is we work really, really hard during the prelim and even like day 1, because during day 1, you can actually go up a rank or down a rank depending on how well you do. And A rank is for the best rewards, right? So basically our goal is to hit A rank for day 1 or prelims. And the quota originally, back when I played, was 10,000, right? Or no, not 10,000, 10 million! And from each raid in the prelim, you get 100,000, right? If you one-tap kill that, it took me a whole day with one-tap kills, refresh, just to get to 10 million. But then as time went on and players got more and more competitive, that 10 million became 20 million. I think it's now like 50 million prelim in order to get A rank. I don't remember, but it's bad. Just to get A rank in Slack is 50 million because of how much players there were. Back then there wasn't as much players, but now there's a lot of players. And I would not be able to do that because it would take a whole day of grinding. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a PvP event where you got points for winning or losing, yeah. I think the thing is too, when you have an event that's based on real time and points, it becomes really painful for all players who are competitive, you know? Especially guilds that try to hold their players competitively. I'm gonna just go op face. Huh? Because oh. Something the matter? There we go. Because I don't know how to reply to Cryface. How do you reply to someone crying? But yeah, Guild Wars Granblue is super crazy. And people are just celebrating when the Guild Wars are over. But the thing is, you know the Guild Wars is over the horizon. And some Guild Wars were worse than others. Because like, elements that had like super bad like power creep had the worst. Because you needed specific characters if you wanted to reach A rank. It's even worse though when they released like characters or character upgrades that are locked behind a grind. So in order for you to compete in said Guild Wars, you would need to grind like crazy to get the character they need. Top person got a ticket to World Champions? Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess it makes sense why they made it competitive, but at the same time, like, people who are super competitive will destroy your life. But that doesn't make sense though. Oh, I see. Because World Championships still have the digital version. Because I was thinking like, how could they go World Champions if they only have the deck? But I forget that like technically they have the World Championships for Master Duel, don't they? That's pretty cool. I mean, technically Granblue doesn't really have a quotation mark competitive scene, but like an official competitive scene, like an esport kind of thing where you could go somewhere for big tournaments. But its competitive scene is scary. If you ask your parents, they would. You don't have anything to cry for. If you keep doing it, they'll give you something to cry about. Yeah. Its own tournament. That makes sense. How about we finish outlining this, then we'll make the quick doodle commission. Okay. Once we outline this, we'll do the other thing, because I should start opening more commission services. That way it starts building up, and then I can start building up a reputation on it. That way I could get front page and stuff. That way I could get more work. Alan, you're creating more work for yourself. I know. Okay. While I like Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't regret quitting. I think that's the thing. Like, it's something I learned too when I was younger. I can never really outcompete a player. Not because I can't do it, but because it takes a lot of time. And that's what made me stop playing Smash Brothers so hardcorely, like no items, final destination. And it's what made me like stop playing competitive shooters. Alright. I didn't know crying face means thank you. They said like, oh, they meant thank you with the crying face, but I didn't know that was the case. Okay. These shoes are complicated, but I'll simplify them. But yeah, I think like the earlier you realize that you can't like play competitively unless you invest the time into it. It's sort of like art, I guess. If you want to do art as a business rather than casual, you know, like whatever you want to put your heart into, just know it will be a time commitment, you know? Like if you want to be a good cook, or if you want to be a good programmer, or if you want to make a game, all those things take a time commitment, and you only have so much time in a day, and you have to think like, is this what I really want to commit my time to? Right? And that's what made me like stop playing competitive shooters and stop playing Smash Brothers so hardcorely. Now I just play it casually. Not like I was bad or anything. Well, it's the same thing with Smash, just like, it wasn't like I was bad, but it wasn't like I was good or anything. I was always just the middle ground. Not good enough to be competitive, but not bad enough to play with friends. I was decent enough to reach the highest tier. But it's usually that, like, around that highest tier where you have to break the threshold, because it's like, you have to put a lot of time into reaching the higher, like, even higher. And it does this with anything. And it's one of those things that everybody needs to learn, that, like, what you put your time in is very important. Time is, like, as much of an asset as money is. Right? So, if you wanna start a business, that does take a lot of time. If you wanna pick up a new skill or hobby, that takes up a lot of time. If you want to get competitive in something, that does take up a lot of time. So, I think it's just something important. Time allocation. Just figure it out, like, what's the best way to use your time. And I don't think it's a bad thing to, like, go competitively into Yu-Gi-Oh! Nor is it a bad thing to, like, use your time for something else. I had to put that in the end because I don't want Twitter to cancel me for my hot takes. You just didn't like the direction? When did you stop? Did you stop on Pendulum? Like, aren't there, like, different formats still for those kind of things? The deck I kind of liked got power crapped. I see. I thought there was, like, formats for Yu-Gi-Oh! Not like beyond the Eternal format. I'm talking about, like, minor formats that people like to play. I guess they don't have, like, tournaments with formats, though. There we go. He's looking pretty snazzy. Does he have something on his shirt? No, it's just a simple shirt design. He does have a necklace, though. We'll have to add the chain and necklace. They have some, but it's for physical cards. I see. Sometimes in games that power creep goes out of control, yeah. Yeah. And it's hard because, like, any live service game that requires you to get, like, cards or something like that, or items, will require power creep, right? Because it's one of those things, like, why would you invest in new items if your old items still do well, you know? And I get why. I get it. That's why Pokemon cards have ongoing seasons. Like, Pokemon does a thing where they cut off every, what, 5 expansions or something? 6, 7? Like, they have the Eternal format, which has all the cards, and then they have the Standard format, which is like the last 5 generations, or 5 card seasons, right? So that's how they do it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has it where they just power creep the heck out of it, but you can still play whatever card you want. You can only play digital because of money? Yeah. Which makes sense. Especially Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I heard Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are very expensive. It's a very expensive, it's more expensive than other card games because, like, they have limited run releases of specific cards that are staples. And then, like, once the staples, like, you know, once the staples become staples, they start releasing it as, like, regular cards. Something like that. I was listening to a video about it. Like, there's some cards that are staples for specific decks, but they're very either out of print or very rare. And then some cards just become staple later on, and they're already out of print or something. But then they release it in a later set. It's very interesting seeing how Yu-Gi-Oh! Does it. Magic can get more expensive. Magic gets crazy expensive, but for all the different reasons. we'll finish inking this one, and then, like I said, I'll make the quick doodle commissions on VGen. Okay. I mean, technically the thing is too with the quick doodles, they can be used for thumbnails if they wanted to. That's an option too, but it's not going to be like something that's going to be reusable depending on it. I don't know. I have to think about how that works. Like, the thing that I have to really consider when it comes to making new commission types is that I don't power creep older commission types. That's the easiest way to describe it, because like some commissions can be multifaceted, right? Some people like to use commissions to do other things, so it's like one of those things where like sure they could get a thumbnail, but like or they could buy a bust, but then like they could also just do a thumbnail commission and just like get that, right? That's why I'm trying to make sure that each one has its own strengths and cons. That way it's like, oh, I'm gonna get a thumbnail commission, but I understand that it's gonna be a much more quicker work, a little bit more messier, right? Compared to like a regular bust commission or something like that. And there's a lot of limitations to it. Like it's only 1920 by 1080. So things like that, you know? It's funny when you think about it. I had to consider like the power creep of my own commissions, making sure that the newer commissions don't make the older commissions obsolete. I think the biggest thing is how they hit the deck I was having fun with, and not the stronger decks. It's just a wildfire on things, aren't they? They just ban the cards and just hope for good luck. Kind of reminds me too of when I was playing Shadowverse for a while. Shadowverse had the same thing. The Dimensional Gate card, which I really liked. Dimensional Jump. I forgot what it was, but in the original set of Shadowverse, there was a card called Dimensional Jump or something, and basically it was a control deck. The whole point of it is that you build up enough spell counters so you can use Dimensional Gate on a 0 cost. And what Dimensional Gate does, it skips your opponent's turn. So you can do a 1-turn kill if you play your cards right. It's basically Solitaire, right? It's a control deck Solitaire where you had to like make sure that you destroy any threats while still building up enough spell counters to basically have 3 turns in a row to 1-turn kill. It was a fun deck. I like that deck. But the thing is, they realized it was too powerful, so they limited Dimensional Gate to 1 card instead of 3. Because like you could originally you could have 3 of the same card in your deck, but then they made it so like Dimensional Gate was only 1. A classic combo basically. I don't know how many games have that. I think Magic the Gathering has a 1-turn kill like that, where you could skip your opponent's turn. But I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh has anything like that. But yeah, it was basically a 1-turn kill, but it's not like an early 1-turn kill. It's a late game kill, right? So you had to play your cards right. You had to draw into the right cards. The thing is too, it lacked monsters. It only had like a high level monster, but there wasn't barely any low level monsters, right? Your deck was actually full of spell cards to essentially control the enemy, right? It does damage, it does nullification, it does like banishment, but if you were stuck in a situation where you needed a monster to attack a card, right? Then you were out of luck. It was a very interesting deck, had its weaknesses, but it was very powerful though. I will admit that was very powerful, but boy was it fun to play. Multiple kind of, but the other ones are banned. I see. That's it. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize Yu-Gi-Oh had any cards that like skipped your opponent's turn. But the thing is though, it made more sense in Shadowverse to skip a turn, because every time it's your turn, you refresh your resources, right? So you can start playing more cards. Yu-Gi-Oh, on the other hand, I don't know why would you want to skip your opponent's turn. I guess it's just to negate what they're gonna do so they don't play any trap cards. But in Shadowverse, it just meant a refresh on resources. Okay, there we go. Once per turn is on most cards. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't even know they had that that clause on some cards. There we go. I guess it makes sense. Like, basically every card is once per turn. I mean, yes and no, right? Isn't like spell cards you could use unlimitedly? Trap cards you could use as many times as you have space. Well, I mean, you have to have one turn before they, you know, one turn burn. But I know like nowadays a lot of things in Yu-Gi-Oh is dependent on special summons. Like, you could normal summon one per turn, but like most of the time people are using special summons, which basically is unlimited. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe they changed the rules on it too. Most spell cards you can use this effect once per turn. Really? Most modern spell cards, right? Because I remember like you could just play a bunch of Pot of Greeds if you wanted to back then. Or what's it called? Graceful Charities, Card of Sanctuary. I forgot what it is. All right, there we go. This one's done. At least inking. Then I go color it later. All right, let me go get to what's it called? Making the thing modern. I mean, I guess you could say modern versus classic, because old cards didn't really have archetypes and like limitations really. It was like the Wild West. At least 15 years? Really? I'm gonna play 3 Pot of Greeds. Maybe it's like modern to my sense of play. Alright, we'll open up quick doodle commissions and let me go pull up some samples. Okay. Let me go do the write-up for this too. I play Pot of Greed! This card allows me to draw 2 cards! Huh, greed is good. How's your day going? It's going pretty well. How are you doing, Aryan? Alright. No, not that one. I want to do the reusable. He drew 3 every time? Yeah, that's just the way I play. I play Pot of Greed! This card allows me to draw 2 cards! I do kind of want to do a Yu-Gi-Oh stream one day, just so I could talk like Yu-Gi-Oh. I wanna do the whole dramatic, like, read everything out loud. Be like, I play Dark Magician in attack mode! This card allows me to draw 2 cards! Okay. Card game is like 25 years old. Oh, don't say that. Because I got, when I was younger, like, I remember one of my fondest memories was a birthday that I had. And at that birthday, one of my friends gave me a starter deck for Yugi. And I love those cards, but boy was I 10 years old or whatever. I don't remember how old I was during the time, but I was like a kid. And you know how kids are with their items. They literally fling it everywhere. So those cards are a mess nowadays, but I did value those cards and enjoyed it and played a lot with them. I play Alan's Misfortune! This card allows me to discard 2 cards and draw 1 anime girl from my deck! And I summon the anime girl in attack mode! This card allows me to search my deck for 2 more anime girls that I can play face down defense mode on the field! Your move! Alright, let's see. So, a simple and quick doodle. Bust. Simple doodle. A simple and quick drawing. Okay, there will be no background There will be no background or background requests. You'll receive one PNG illustration along with a transparent version of the drawing. Okay. Additional bus. No, we don't need to have that. Let's see. It's 25, so let's say additional characters. Maybe actually no charge for additional. I probably won't have additional characters. Maybe I'll keep it simple. Additional characters, $10. And we'll limit it to 3. Limit of 3 characters per quick doodle. Per order. Okay. I want to go on vacation just to spend all day playing video games. I feel that. Clear my backlog. Shazam! Hey, Owo. I'm just organizing some things on VGen. I've been wanting to do this since the beginning of the year, where I added new order types on VGen. Okay. Please be sure to read the terms of service. At most, pictures will extend waist high. There will never be a full art or half body art. Is it designed, okay. Let's see. I realized I had these backwards. I gotta fix up my descriptions. Okay. Alright, simple and quick drawing. The art will be hand-drawn and made to custom requests. Okay. Let's put this on top. I'm reorganizing. I'm trying to fix all my VGen stuff because some of the stuff is outdated. Simple and quick drawing. The art will be hand-drawn, custom. There will be no background or background requests. Okay. Let's see. At most, the image will extend waist high. There will never be a full art or half body art. Colors are more simplified compared to other orders. Okay. Simple and quick drawing. The art will be hand-drawn and custom to request. There will be no background drawings or background requests. Okay. Let me include some samples, which is the Kumi ones. The Kumi ones are what I would consider like a quick doodle, right? Okay. Where are the Kumis? Like, I would consider all the Kumi drawings to be quick doodles. The question is, should I like have them also on the presentation sheet? Let me save the draft. Because I want to make sure that this looks good on VGen. So when you're scrolling through it, it's easy to like tell what you're looking at. Okay. Okay, I think that's a good idea. Same with the emotes. I gotta fix up the emote thing too. Okay, one more sure. Because my thing is a little messy. I'm trying to clean up my VGen to have a consistent like look. That way it doesn't look so messy. Thing is though, this is for quick doodles. Maybe it doesn't need to be for quick doodles. That way it celebrates or separates it. I think the stream assets should have a presentation board, while quick doodles don't need to. Okay, I thought about it. Let me see how many quick doodles I have. What do you think of Pikmin? I think it's hilarious.
What do you think of Pikmin?
But I think it's gonna also get copyrighted so hard. Like there is no way that it's gonna be... I don't think it's gonna survive, is what I'm saying. Alright, we'll include 5 quick Alin stuff. Okay, like burger. Let me see. Put a quick. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. 5 quick Alins, then I'm gonna look at some other quick drawings I made for other people. Let's see. I would consider these quick doodles. Okay. What else? I guess these would be technically chibis, though. Yeah, I think those will be chibis. I want to separate it. So these wouldn't be chibi drawings. They're more like quick drawings, if that makes sense. But I don't think, out of curiosity, is anyone actually really excited for quick Pikmin? Because I feel like Pikmin is one of those games that is definitely just gonna come and go and just disappear. Okay.
I'm watching Kinky Nation's review of just the trailer.
Dang.
And she's pointed out like 60 different games it's blatantly ripping assets from on near 1-to-1 ratio.
That's crazy. What game? Pikmin. It's like the Pokemon ripoff. Pokemon Power World ripoff. Okay, we'll use these 5s. I want it to be relatively small drawings too. Okay. Okay, let me save a draft. But also put...
I saw someone call it the love child of Pokemon and Power World.
No, I wouldn't even say it's Pokemon and Power World. I would just say they just took everything from Power World. Because it literally looks just like Power World. I can't name much things that are different from that in Power World, really. Got a message. Give me a second. There we go. Let me see. Because the thing I'm trying to figure out is that if I put quick doodles out, would that separate it from chibis? You know? I think chibis and quick doodles are two different things. Because quick doodle wouldn't be necessarily chibi. It doesn't help that my character looks relatively chibi. I'm trying to figure out what's the defining part of quick doodles. I guess it would make sense that like something that could be used as an emote could be a quick doodle because it's the same price as an emote. So that's something that could define it. Let me take a look at some commission stuff. Like, I need to see what I have that could be considered a quick doodle. Like, I want it to be like a semi-complete drawing, but not a fully complete drawing. Right? If that makes sense. And I want it to be something that I could do within an hour. So it's not supposed to be something that's like really longly like thought about. And usually the side pieces in people's art, where it's like I draw the background stuff, that's usually what I would consider a quick drawing. Okay, something like this. I have Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2, 3, and they came out. Finished 1 and 2. Have you been enjoying Monster Hunter Stories? Because I always wanted to get into Monster Hunter stories, but yeah, I never really got around to playing them. Let me see. Do I have anything that could be considered a quick drawing? I have some stuff actually. Where's that Minto picture? I was hoping to get this done before I jump off stream today, but I really can't find stuff. I had to like think about that one. Oh, Clee with a gun, of course. Clee with a gun is definitely a quick drawing. Wonder why they don't have a demo of for the PC version. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Something like this? Guess they have a demo for 2 for some reason. Maybe they just wanted to sample it. Free samples. Okay. And 3? Sorry for thinking too much. I'm a little thinking right now. Trying to figure out what could I count for a quick doodle. Now I'm just confused. I get that. No, those are emotes. I mean, technically, emotes and quick doodle will be about the same kind of like amount of time. Maybe something like this? This was a quick doodle for me. May... Colors will range from flats to lightly shaded. There we go. Okay. Make the entire drawing out of entirely emotes. Pretty much.
Drawing out of entirely emotes.
Spend all my time place instead of progressing. Oh. I'm at the beach level. Wait, for Pokopia? Oh. I feel that. I think the thing though is like the point of the game is just to be played at your own pace, you know? You're supposed to be enjoying it at your own pace and like just play. So I don't think it matters where everybody else is, and just enjoy what you can. Okay. No, I guess these are good. I have to define it. I don't know what the definition of my quick doodles is just yet. Maybe I'll make some quick doodles as a sample. Maybe we should do that on stream. That way I could build up my sampling, right? We could do a stream where we just do quick doodles, which is like drawings that don't take that much time for me to make, right? I think maybe that could be a stream for tomorrow. So that way I could build up my portfolio for it. You just cleared out the sand of SSN? That's nice. You're gonna rebuild it?
Wait, the SSN is in Pokopia.
Yeah! Spoilers! Oh, wait. Be careful, guys, spoilers! I just realized that's technically spoilers. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. I know I'm calling it a little bit early. We're gonna see... do you have a diddle face for your stream? I do. Give me a second. Oh, the diddle face could be one! Yeah, you're a genius! Rain, you're a genius! Strangles you! Man, you're so smart! Strangle! Honestly, a lot of my thumbnail drawings could be considered like quick drawings. Because I really spend like I try to finish them really quickly. This Pokopia one, that could be a quick draw. Okay. Thank you for the stream. Take care of yourself. Don't overwork yourself. I'm gonna work myself really hard. I'm trying to like make sure that I have more venues for revenue. I don't plan to play Pokopia, so you're good.
I'm playing Pokopia.
Okay.
So I'm good.
There you go. But it's fun that like a lot of Pokopia areas are based off Kanto. Like I mentioned this before, but I really hope they have DLC where they add the other Cantonian areas. Right, what should I call this? Export Poco.
Just surprised that the SSN is presumably shipwrecked.
Pretty much shipwreck. Yep. Yep. Okay, we got this. Maybe I'll take out the Minto because I feel like while the Minto one is cute, it doesn't really describe it well. Kanto, yeah. I mean, technically, if you look at the first area, it's definitely Fuchsia City. But a Hollow versus Robo, this pose, yeah, that counts. You guys really like this pose. Okay. I get the time thing, but reminded you that you should fix chat. Yeah, I need to fix chat. I have a lot of things I have to do, honestly. I'm like really behind on everything. I feel like I really need help at this point. But I think it's kind of funny. I don't think the thing is like the reason I'm not fixing it just yet. I think it's kind of funny and it's not to a detriment yet. Once it starts becoming to a detriment, then I would fix it more immediately. But it's that pose is very suspicious. That's because it's from Hollow vs Robo. You guys are you nerds. You didn't see my Hollow vs Robo gameplay. Okay, this one's a good one. Yeah, these are what I would consider quick doodle. Okay. Oh, I'm starting to get dizzy by my lack of food. My lack of sustenance is starting to get me hungry. Okay. What else do I have here that I could use as a quick doodle? Something that looks good too. European allegations. You know what? Regardless of whether I did poses or like that or draw it like that, it's one of those things that you guys are still gonna make the allegations regardless. Let's be honest. Okay. Okay, and then tomorrow, I think for tomorrow's stream, we'll have a quick doodle stream, right? So you guys get free quick doodles. Yeah, hot dogs everywhere. Hot dogs for everyone. Thank you, Omophone, for that. That's perfect. Glad you like it. I'll move forward with inking and coloring then. Alright. I'm gonna jump off here. I need to cook. So yeah, you guys take care of yourself. You guys have a good night. Oh, I'm tired. Oh man, I feel drained. But I had to go drive to the hospital. And then I'm gonna have to work there while Mama Sheep takes a shower at my place. Stop putting the hot dogs. I appreciate it. But stop putting the hot dogs. We're about to end stream. Stop! Come here, dog.
Thanks for the stream.
Stop the hot dogs! Hold the hot dogs. We're about to end stream. Your hot dogs are getting wasted. Oh, my dog is licking my face. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you guys for coming. Tomorrow, I am a little ahead on commissions, I would say. Sorta. Let me see. My next commission is due on, let me see. My next commission is due on the 14th, but I already have that done. The next one's due on the 15th. I have that inked. So I should have like some buffer to have at least a silly day stream. Just one silly day stream, okay? And it's not even a silly day stream. It's gonna be one of those things that it's productive because it's gonna go straight into the references sheet. You know, the what's it called? The sampling. You can cover up one chat. To be honest, the thing is though, I do have a fix for it because it's just I need to go. You know what? I'm just gonna fix it on stream. You know what? If it's bothering you guys, I'm gonna fix it on stream. Watch this. I already have a fix for it because it was my old layout. The only thing I had to do is like change I had to put the sheepies and rammies on there. I just had to find it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Where is it? Okay, I don't know where the file is. This is why I said it was gonna take me some time because I had to find the file. But I have a fix because it was my old layout. When I did the stream on the other thing, I have an old layout for it, but I just don't know where it went. I had to look up the files and find it. Where did it go? Did I delete it? I don't remember. Stop the hot dogs! We're ending stream! Halt the hot dogs! Stop! Your money's getting wasted! We're about to end stream! Your hot dogs are gonna get wasted! You fool! Your hot dogs! No, okay, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys. Alin lost the old layout. I have it. It's on my other computer at the very least. It's just I don't know where it is right now. And this is it's supposed to be a backup of an older file. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. That's the thing. It's probably just somewhere else. Alright, I'm gonna go, guys. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. It was a lot of fun. Tomorrow, technically free doodle day, I would say. I would see how far I get with commissions because I'm gonna work on commissions tonight. So I would say it's quick doodle. That way I could build up a what's it called? A collection, right? That way you guys have an idea of what quick doodles are. But I'm gonna jump off here. No raid because I had to get going. I had to drive. Alright, you guys take care of yourself. Any themes? No. It could be anything, right? The whole idea about quick doodle is that the drawing yeah, it's my dog. It had to be done within I should be able to finish the drawing within like 30 minutes to an hour. Okay? So like the Kumi drawings are a good example of it. They're really quick drawings. Here, I'll give just so you guys have something in mind. No theme. It could be literally about anything. It could be like meme references or things like that. But the Kumi drawings are a very good sample of it, right? It's literally just memeing it up. Right? So if you want a quick drawing, doesn't have to be a theme. Could be a theme if you want it. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off here. Thank you guys for coming. I gotta get going. I gotta drive. Bye. Take care. Have a good night. No raid. Bye. Bye. Take care. Ah, the dog just jumped off my lap. Where are you going? Did you jump onto the bed? This little dog. You're so problematic. Oh, I almost just pressed the entry button. Okay, bye. You guys take care of yourself. Bye. Bye. Video games. Bye. Video games. Video games punch you in the face, strangles you. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. A Twitch mod might come in and kind of get mad at me for saying that. In Minecraft.